Welcome to the channel. In this channel exclusive, the Cadian dynasty have risen up out of the deployment zone and onto YouTube for the first time, and standing against them will be the Minotaur Space Marine chapter. Today, the Necrons and the Minotaurs will be clashing in these dense city streets. The battle mat is from urbanmats.com, and these ruins are from urbanmats.com as well. The lovely ruins in the middle are from marchofwar.co.uk, and we're playing a 1,500 point Tempest of War match play game. Tempest of Wars are nice and simple and great way of playing pickup match play games. Speaking of nice and simple, here's Brap. Say hi, Brap.
I knew it was coming. I even said before, I know what you're going to do now. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, how are you doing?
I'm all right, how are you?
Yeah, thanks for coming down.
What an honour to be playing the Necrons on the channel for the first time.
Yeah.
They look amazing.
And I love your Minotaurs. They're awesome. I have a question for you.
Yes, please.
Are they the worst Space Marine chapter?
It depends who you ask. If you ask other Space Marines, then yeah, they are the worst Space Marine
Well, because other Space Marines they follow either the Emperor or their Primarchs or these creeds that have been bedded in for 10,000 years. Some of them believe in the Imperial Truth Sings still. Some of them worship the Emperor, like the Black Templars.
Yeah.
And your guys, they're not fathered by a particular Primarch or a particular... They are basically gene-enhanced super soldiers, Space Marine chapter for the High Lords of Terror, doing their bidding like whipping boys.
The dirty work. It doesn't get more 40k than a Space Marine chapter who are just lapdogs to humans, and they just do exactly what they're told, and even if it's the darkest of tasks.
Sometimes it is the darkest of tasks.
That's what makes Minotaurs so good.
Is that why you like them?
I like them because they are, 40k is all about grey areas, right?
Yeah.
You get Imperial Fists who are very noble, trying to save the world in their heads, but they're still idiots. But Minotaurs...
In their what?
In their heads.
Heads.
No H. But Minotaurs kind of embrace the darkness. They know that they're not noble or anything. They're just there to ensure the continuation of humanity from a base level, doing the dirty deeds that need to be done. Minotaurs, come on!
I love it. You did Watchers on the Throne.
What a book! Have you read it?
Yes, part 1 and part 2. So those who are interested in Black Library stuff, Chris Rate, Watchers on the Throne, part 1 and 2. Check that out. It's got Minotaurs in it. It's not about them, but they're in it, and they're really cool.
Bit of it. There's a bit right at the end, and it's Valerian, right?
Spoilers?
The Custodes guy.
Or no spoilers?
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Because you said the Minotaurs are in it.
Yeah.
There's a bit at the end where Valerian's looking at Asterion Moloch, who's the chapter master of Minotaurs.
Yeah.
And he's looking him up and down. He's cast out of black granite, I think he says, and he says, I don't know who could take him on. I don't know if I could take him on. He says Trajan would have him, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, but anybody else, I don't know. And when I read that bit, the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up, and I was like, this is so sick. They're written as awful things, but they should be. Space Marines are horrible people, and the Minotaurs exemplify that in the best way. But that book, if you've not read it, get it read, because good Minotaurs content right now.
Someone in the comment section, write the actual thing so
yes,
other people can, and I'll pin it.
It's beautiful.
1,500 points, Tempest of War. We're going to do standard deployment. We don't know who's deployed on what edge yet, and we're playing take and hold. That's basic. The way it works with Tempest is there's bolt-ons to make the game more complex, and by going take and hold and chilling rain, we're taking them all off.
I can't have complex gameplay. Look,
no.
Does this look like a complex man to you? No, this is not a complex guy. We need nice and simple.
Well, the other thing is, now I've started playing Tempest more, I'm playing it on the basic, easy mode first, and once I've racked that up a few times, then we'll start adding on some of the plug and plays.
This is my first game of Tempest of War.
First game.
It's
awesome.
Be gentle on me. Be gentle on me.
I'll try. So
yeah,
what we've got is 5 objectives on the battle grid, and each of them is worth 5 points. Well, 5 points if you control 1. 10 points if you control 2, and an extra 5 points if you control more than your opponent. There's lots of large line of sight blocking terrain all over the... remember, if someone's behind this ruin in this middle bit here or in that set of ruins, I can't shoot through them but if you're in it, you can shoot out. So line of sight blocking terrain on this table is going to be significant. 5 objectives take of hold. Chilling Rain turns off all the extra things. Chilling Rain is there are no additional rules apply. And another reason why I like Tempest of War is because it immediately writes the narrative for you. The Cadian dynasty are rising up in the Cadian sector. That's what the Imperium have called them, on these rain-swept city streets, and the Minotaurs are here to throw them back.
Do you like it because you don't have to do any work and you can just coast and read the cards and just play off that?
What do you mean? What,
like, you don't have to write any narrative. You can just say, oh, this is happening.
Yeah.
It's the content creator's dream.
Yeah, it writes itself, honestly.
It's an easy Saturday 40k game where you don't have to do any bloody work.
Rain-swept, windy streets, the Cadian dynasty, let's go and have a look at the word from the sponsors. Hello, I'm Winters, and I'm here to thank you. And thank everyone else who's taken the time to subscribe or become a channel member or support me on deploymentzone.tv. You changed my life. I appreciate you very much. Stay awesome and put the milk in first. And this is 1,500 points of the dynasty that is erupting across the Cadian sector. There's a chunk of these battles already on YouTube, in Deployment Zone. First time on YouTube. Very proud to show it off. Haven't got the base done for the Monolith yet. But the rules for the Monolith does say measure from the hull or the base. So you can put it on a smaller base and put it floating in the sky, or put it on the big 150mm base. I'm actually going to get a smaller base because you can measure from the hull or the base. Otherwise it's already pretty heavy. But lovely, lovely Monolith. And what you'll notice in this list is there's a Technomancer and a Scorpic Lord. And this is a hex mark. There is no nobles. So there's none of those protocols rumbling through the army every turn. What it is I've got destroyers here, destroyer cult. And then I've got a Cryptek with some warriors. This is the start of the rise of the Cadian dynasty. There's no higher intelligence here yet. It's like a hive mind. It's almost Tyranid-esque. There's no one pushing any buttons or giving any orders. What we have is a Technomancer following his protocols, following his programming, and a Scorpic Lord and some destroyers going absolutely mental because that's what they do. Brapscallion.
Yeah.
I still haven't done a paint tutorial for this. This is all speed painted, by the way.
You need to. They look so good.
OSL. And the bases are also from marchofyourwar.co.uk. Thanks, James, for sending them through to me. It's all speed. I've done it really, really quickly.
You said to me before, you said the trick is, if you make the base amazing and choose a really good base, then you can blag it on the painting. I think the painting's good as it is, but I think you're right. Like, they look so good. Well done. It's
all washes, dry brushes and OSL. It's really quickly, and then you stick them on some really... Yeah, it is. So, no dynastic protocols here, but the ancient dynasties, which are like the chapter tactics that you pick. I've picked Relentless Expansionists. I picked the two that people always pick, but it actually works in the narrative really well. Relentless Expansionists, everything's got a pre-game move of 6 inches. And Eternal Conquerors, everything's got objective secured because we're moving into the city and we can score everything because this land was ours once. Who built this tomb? Who built these cities above our heads? This was once a verdant, nice, black stone, crystally encrusted Necron world where we took our Necron babies to Necron school and we brought up the toasters with us and walked the toasters in the park, and when the toasters pooped out the little bread, we scooped it up after each other, and we all played on our Tamagotchis and then things like that.
This is a very serious battle report. I'm not here for these jokes and frivolities. We're here to play serious tournament game.
It's grim dark. There's a dynasty erupting. Everything scores, counts as objective secured. The Technomancer hasn't got any upgrades at all apart from the Veil of Darkness, which means he can teleport once per battle, including first turn, with a core unit. They're all core infantry. Here.
I wonder which one you're going to be teleporting.
Well, he can also heal. He's an Apothecary. He can put one model back in a core infantry unit. These are now core infantry. But if he does it warriors, he can do D3.
That's pretty cool.
So he's probably going to be with the big squad of 20 because they've got the strength 5 2 shotguns. They're only 12-inch range, but they're strength 5 2 shots, AP -2. Jump them around, keep them alive, put them back in. This guy has got Implacable Conqueror, I think it's called. Basically, units within 6 inches of him reroll charges. So Destroyer Lord goes up with punchy things, and they reroll charges. Okay?
Nice bit of synergy going on here.
Yeah.
It's cheeky, I like it.
2 units of 10 normal shooty guys with Gauss flares. Hex Mark Destroyer. This guy's got 6 pistols and he always hits on 2s.
Oh, nice.
And destroyers, by the way, all re-roll 1s to hit. He re-rolls 1s to hit, and he re-rolls 1s to hit. So he hits on 2s and re-rolls 1s. Even in Overwatch. Even when he's shooting flyers, whatever, he always hits on... In combat with his pistols, because you use pistols in combat, he hits on 2s, re-roll 1s. The R Strength 6 -1, and the Armor of Contempt is a thing, which you can check out in the new balanced data slate from Games Workshop, so you'll be ignoring the -1, but it's got a lot of shots. Now, the reason why, and the only reason why I have a Monolith, and the only reason why it's in this list, and the only reason why I want 2 now, is because there is a gun in the 40k verse called Death Rays. How 1950s is that? I've got a Death Ray.
It's sick, isn't it? It's such a cool model as well.
And this has got 4 Death Rays on it. So I put the Death Rays on it.
Of course.
They're like las cannons, but 24-inch range. Particle whip on the top, and if you get anywhere close to it, it can suck you off and into the Eternally Gate and drop you into a dimensional... It auto hits in close combat.
Just sounds like a weekend in Swindon to me.
If you touch it, it will touch you back and pull you in. And the other thing it can do is you can redeploy out of it if it doesn't move, but there are strats that allow you to redeploy out of it after it's moved. So it's like a vehicle. So if you're stood just here, I could pull a unit into it and drop it out right in front of you, even though the unit was on the other side of the battle grid or something like that. So that's what the Monolith does. 2 units of Scorpic Destroyers, rerolling hit rolls of 1s. 2 units of Ophidian Destroyers, rerolling hit rolls of 1s. These guys have got more attacks, but they're not as strong as these. It's the same weapons, but they're quicker. They can deploy underground, and all the Destroyers reroll wound rolls of 1 if they're within 6 inches of the Scorpic Lord. Nice. So they'll be rerolling hit rolls of 1, rerolling wound rolls of 1. And I'm very tempted to put one of these units in Strategic Reserve and then pop it out of the Monolith, or drop the Monolith in from Strategic Reserve. It just descending death descends from the sky. It cost me a CP to bring the Monolith. Do I spend another CP putting 1 in reserve? I think I have to spend another CP putting 1 in reserve. It's really cool. Because if it's right next to you in turn 2, I can drop these guys out and then charge you, even though you're really close. It's really cheeky. It's deceptively fast with these guys, with redeployment options with the Monolith, with Veil of Darkness, with the Necrons bouncing around. It looks like a slow list, but it can redeploy quite considerably. And here they are, the hammer of the High Lords of Terror, the Minotaurs. It's a battalion, 12 command points to play with. Would you like to talk? What do Minotaurs do? What's their special thing?
What don't they do? So, we'll go over the chapter special rules. I only ever take 2 because I'm a simple man. I like simple things. That's probably why we get along.
Yeah.
So, I take Whirlwind of Rage,
yes,
which in combat, when they charge or they get charged, 6s explode into 2 hits.
Okay.
And Hungry for Battle, which is +1 to advance and charge moves.
Because Minotaurs are supposed to be absolutely brutal in close combat.
Mad lads.
Absolute mad lads.
So,
okay.
The idea for this list was a really simple, response force that they don't know what the threat is.
Okay.
So I like the idea of they might not even know it's Necrons. They've just been told something's happening.
Get there.
So this is quite a simple, old school, firstborn, kind of like a 2nd edition vibe I've gone for.
It.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the idea is that the only things on the table, we've agreed this beforehand, the only things on the table are going to be the Storm Raven.
Yes.
And the 2 land speeders.
Yes.
I got these land speeders. I painted them up because I see yours on the channel all the time. I like them that much that I decided to get some of my very own.
They do look cool.
They're cool models, right?
They're cool models. I mean, the nice new Primaris ones are really cool as well. But these, they're cool.
The little dinky boys.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So that in my head, that sort of screams towards a threat.
So, because you can put 2 units of Tactical Marines in there.
Yeah.
There's some Assault Marines. They can be in the sky.
Yeah.
The other Tactical Marines come out of the pod.
Come out of the drop pod.
Along with your boys.
Yeah.
And then you've got Deep Striking Terminators. So that's the... Yeah, okay. So, okay. I like it.
So it's nice and simple. We've got a captain with a power sword.
Right.
And I'll turn that into the Burning Blade.
Okay.
And he'll have the Imperium Sword Warlord trait. Nice and simple.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Just now. It's like, I'll give him this. Okay.
Casual, you know how it is.
Okay.
I've not come down here with a plan. I've come down. The plan is to have fun.
Fun.
So he's got the Imperium Sword, which is +1 strength.
Have you given a captain a plasma pistol?
Oh yeah, if you're not overcharging a captain with a plasma pistol, are you actually living at all?
I don't know if you. It's a terrifying prospect.
But it gets the blood going. Do you know what I mean?
It does.
I mean, at your age, you can't have the blood pumping too much.
No.
It's bad for you. But for my age, well, I'm not much younger than you, to be honest. But
You're much, much younger than me, my sweet summer
you
child.
got to sort of live that life. Get into it. Embrace the chaos. I mean, don't embrace the chaos. Anyway, forget I said that. Chaplain with a jump pack and a power fist.
Okay.
He's modelled with a power fist based on the Minotaur special character. It's a complete waste of points, but he is modelled. He isn't the special character. Normal chaplain.
Normal chaplain.
With a power fist.
Litanies, any particular litanies? Reroll to hit.
The one with reroll to hit.
And the charge one as well.
Why not?
Okay.
Treat yourself. Apothecary.
Normal apothecary.
Normal firstborn apothecary. I've never used one before, but I've always wanted to paint one up to sort of add to my sort of Minotaur's cabinet of characters.
So they're dropping into hell and they don't know what's there, so they're bringing apothecary with them. I like it.
The narrative writes itself. Yeah. So he's just a normal standard firstborn apothecary. None of the like the master of medicine or whatever it is for extra points.
Okay.
I want to see what a normal one can do. I want to see how good it is. So we'll see how he gets on.
The other one is definitely called the Master of Medicine. That's what it is in the book. Yeah.
Master of Medicine, 10 points more.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 tactical squads.
Yeah.
There's a heavy bolter in one.
Yeah.
There's nothing in another.
Yeah.
And there's a plasma pistol and a melter gun in the other.
Nice.
There's a squad of relic terminators, so it's cataphracti, but the class is relic now. They've all got chain fists apart from the sergeant who's got a power sword, and there's a heavy flamer.
Nice.
There's the drop pod, the strongest unit in the Space Marine Codex.
Yes.
Love a drop pod. That'll be taking 5 of the Space Marines. We've got an assault squad. Everyone loves an assault squad. Power fist, plasma pistols, the good stuff.
Right.
2 land speed at Typhoons.
Yes.
I just want to point out as well, the fact that the canopy would shut and his helmet doesn't fit inside the canopy is about as 40k as I can get.
It's
Ludicrous.
a Sparta. Well, most of I love your stuff because it's all Mark III everywhere. Loads of little conversion details here and everywhere.
Yeah, I love the older Space Marines and I love the Mark III. It looks a bit Sparta-y, sort of Minotaursy to me, so just try and put little touches everywhere. And within a fresh new paint job is my Storm Raven, and that has got a multi-melter and assault cannons, and that'll be transporting tactical Marines. So everything comes on ships, and we respond to the threat.
Brap, if someone could go on Instagram and see lovely pictures of your Minotaurs...
Yep.
What Instagram should they go and follow?
Well, it's just DZTV_Brapscallion. It's as simple as that.
Brapscallion. How are they going to be able to spell that? I'll make sure I put the name in the thing.
Correctly. Just BRAP. Brap, you know it is.
DZTV_Brap.
Scallion. And then you'll find me and you'll find all this nonsense.
It turns out, from knowing you, that there is actually a little bit of a Minotaurs community going on, where you're all sharing ideas and where did you get that sculpt from and where did you get that piece of conversion kit from. And
yeah.
You're a special breed, you lot.
We all help each other out. Like, so there was like a Kickstarter. So I'll just pan back down to this helmet here, right?
Yeah.
This helmet's from a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And then, so my friend messaged me, one of my Minotaurs friends, messaged me and said, this Kickstarter's going on.
Yeah.
So we got on it straight away. We help each other out. I've posted Minotaurs bits to people before. They've posted me bits. There's about 5 people. There's like big shouts out to Luca Panache, Riastrad, Painting in HK. The Minotaur community is a small but very loyal set of lads, and we all look after each other and give each other shout outs.
Nice. So big shout out to the other 4 people in the world who are in the Minotaur community.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Loads of us.
Let's go to deployment. And we're deployed to this 1,500 point Tempest of War game, and you can barely see anything on the table because the scenery is so tall and the Minotaurs are in this corner. There is a strike team streaking through the battle grid along with a couple of land speeder Typhoons. Meanwhile, a drop pod is hurtling down from the sky and assault marines and terminators ready to teleport in. So we've got 2 tactical squads in here. Mm-hmm. Any characters in there as well?
The captain and the apothecary.
Captain Apothecary in there. Transport capacity of 12, no less. I did spend a CP to put some Scorpec destroyers in reserve that can pop out of the Monolith. And then here's my Scorpec Lord and the Hexmark destroyer, some Ophidians, some Scorpecs. The other Ophidians are here, ready to advance forward onto that objective. Chunk of warriors. There's 30 warriors here, including the big blob of 20, and I could deploy them just on the other side of this barricade here, the other side of the ruined city streets, ready to burst forward. But we need to roll a dice to see who goes first. After you, sir.
Good luck, sir.
Got the lovely red dice.
The Crimson Destroyers, my favourite DZ dice ever.
I don't think...
That's why, look at it, that's why, come on.
I don't think they're available anymore.
Limited.
Attackers have to go first, it's match play.
Fine, let's go.
Here are the orders for the bloodthirsty Minotaurs, and they're already jumping the gun because area denial cannot be scored in the first battle round. Investigate site, complete an action in the middle of the board. Unlikely Brap is going to go for that and raise a banner in no man's land. That's definitely possible. And at the end of the movement phase, we've chosen not to get the drop pod in yet. But before the Storm Raven gunship moved, this unit got out, moved through the terrain, and has planted a banner down in this objective here saying this land belongs to the Minotaurs.
There was 3 models on the table, and that took a lot longer than it should do for 3 models being on the table. There was a lot of strategic play. When it was like, do you want to get on some objectives? Here's the plan. It's a genius plan. We're going to kill some Necrons. That is the plan. First of all, kill some Necrons.
So you're on one objective and you're raising a banner here.
Yeah.
And then the land speeder with the fly keyword zipped over here. You're on 2.
I'm on 2.
Because, you're on 2, so you are on some objectives.
That's enough. You were saying get onto loads of different ones. I'm like, no, we need to whittle down these angry robot bees.
And take the battle grid while you do. What do you mean, angry bees?
Yellow.
Yeah, this the threat warning. Yellow in nature is dangerous.
Robot bees.
Robot bees.
They're all going to die.
There, so you're on 2 objectives in the end, and the Storm Raven gunship sits over here, but aircraft can't control objectives. This land speeder has got shots this way round onto the destroyers. Where would you like to start the shooting phase, Brap?
I'm gonna try out a land speeder. I've not used one before.
Okay.
Ooh, very exciting.
So this firing down at the Scorpic destroyers.
Yeah.
Launching 2 crack missiles on 3s. And these will wound on 3s because I'm strength 8. They both wound, and with the Devastator Doctrine in effect, I need 6-up saves.
Good luck.
I don't make any of them. Right, D6 damage a time separately. That kills 1.
Oh, these dice, come on now.
You blow up 2. Then the bolter of the heavy variety. That hits all the times as well. Strength 5, toughness 5. Wounds all the times. AP -2. Look, if I fail all these 5-up saves, you'll wipe them out. I fail all the... Now, it's very important for me to make a save because then I can reanimate. So I'm going to try and make a save.
Please do.
With a command point reroll, and I do.
Do you? Oh no! Cheating.
They're damage 2.
Heavy bolt is damage 2. They're for ages.
Heavy bolt was a damage 2. Completely forgot. I was back in 2nd edition. You wipe out the entire squad of Scorpion. That's nice for a new model. New model syndrome is supposed to be a thing.
It's not a new model, is it? That sprue is like, I think it said 1990 on the sprue. It's not a new model, but
new for you.
It's a good start for a land speeder to kill some destroyers. Come on now.
Right, where are we going to next?
Well, I've got a taste for land speeders, so I think I'll do the second one.
This large unit of 20 warriors can be seen by the Typhoon. So you're doing the blast version now.
Blast.
And because there's a unit of 20 of them, that's an automatic 12 shots. Fragmentation rounds. Hitting on 3s. Blast.
Behind the scenes, this back and forth, this is a good 15 minutes of the day. Blast, master, the north-south divide. Anyway, let's wound.
Garlic bread.
Oh my God. Cut that.
Force the wound. Right.
It's alright.
That's okay.
It's 5?
It's AP -1. So I get 5-up saves.
You can do this.
I can do it 3 times, only 2 die.
That's alright.
And then you've got the heavy bolter going in 3 times.
Yep.
From the same squad, which hits on 3s and wounds on 3s. And they both wound, and I need 6-up saves. And I make one of them as well. So only 3 died this time. And then I get to reanimate on 5s. And I reroll 1s. That's what warriors do. And in the end, you only killed 1. The highs and lows of land speeders there.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
Right. Now we have the Storm Raven gunship to close out the Minotaur's turn. Right. We're coming around here because the assault cannon is going into the big blob of warriors, but the multi-melter and the missiles can see these. They're in terrain, so you can shoot into them.
Yeah.
So that's where the big guns are going. Meanwhile, we have 12 twin assault bolter shots, twin assault cannon shots.
Get it right.
Into the warriors on 3s. And 3s? Is this better?
A bit better.
4?
It's 5. Count
5. 5 up saves. Oh no, it's 6 up saves because it is AP -2. So I fail all of them. Reanimation. And I reroll 1s. You kill 1 more.
Stop getting back up.
Only 2 of the warriors are dead. Now we have the Orphid and Destroyers been lit up by the twin multi-melter, which will hit on 3s. And they all hit the table. Good.
Now
It's strength 8, toughness 4. 2s to wound. I don't get a save.
I'm going to command point reroll one of them.
Okay. I don't get a save. D6 damage a time. Kills the first one. Kills the second one. Stop it. Oh, good, good. There's 1 left on 2 wounds remaining. And now you have the 2 missiles. Can you finish them off on 3s? 1 hit. 2s to wound. And it wounds. I think it's AP -2.
Yeah, I think so too.
So AP -3 because of Devastator.
Yeah.
I only have a 4 up save.
Eek.
But I'm in a ruin. So if I roll a 6...
You got this. You got this.
I've got this.
What's this?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Kind of
I could
opposite.
command point that if I wanted to.
Be cheap. Go for it. Be brave. Be bold.
Let's do it. It doesn't work. And the Orphid and Destroyers get wiped out. And so at the end of the Minotaurs turn 1, they're on to objectives that the strike team move down into the city and completely annihilate 2 units of destroyers. They have raised a banner back in their own objective, so it's 5 points to the Minotaurs. Let's find out how the Necrons respond in Xenos turn 1. The battle code for the Necrons is revealed. They also have area denial, which means destroying the Storm Raven. Also, they want battlefield supremacy, take any 3 objectives and raise a banner on one of those objectives. This one I'm not going to be able to do. But these 2, take the field. Well, that's what the Necrons do. Here we are after the Necrons movement phase. In the command phase, though, I did the rites of reanimation on my Cryptic, and he put 3 models back in. Well, 2, because only 2 died.
You got 1 on the docket, so you can just add it later, apparently.
Yeah, 1 extra one stuck there.
Not
20
really.
still left. And my orders are battlefield supremacy. Get on 1, 2, 3 objectives, so I am. But because of Veil of Darkness over here, Brap,
Yeah.
it's a once per game thing. I can't do it again.
Right.
So the idea of bringing Veil of Darkness and 20 guys is that's 40 shots, is have them where you could jump somewhere and kill some stuff.
But you've got points early on. It's a game about points, not about killing. So I think you've done the right thing here.
Well, also, I can't kill very much because there's not a lot on the table yet. The Minotaurs aren't here yet. They've just made first contact with the Necrons. They're like, guys, Xenos, let's go.
Yeah.
So I am getting the points. I have dropped them in there for battlefield supremacy, and because their range is only 12 inches, they will raise a banner at the end of the movement phase, because that happens at the end of the movement phase. So that will be 10 points for the secondaries. More importantly, though, well, also, I'm on 3 objectives for command points things for primaries.
Yeah.
Ophidian destroyers, the only destroyers I have left on the table, are watching the back of these guys, because you have Terminators and other things that can drop in. I've got warriors that move forward and warriors that move forward, and now we're shooting at a Storm Raven. 1 minute, my little gunslinger guy can see ya.
Uh-oh.
He always hits on 2s, even though you're flying through the sky. How cool is that?
That's cool.
He hits on 2s, and it's strength 6, so I'm wounding you on 5s, and I get a wound.
Oh.
-1, Brat, but Armour of Contempt, you still get 3 up. So
This is my first time I've played with Armour of Contempt.
you'll feel it, buddy. I tell you, you feel it. It really kicks in over the course of the
I'm
game.
excited.
Warriors, rapid firing up. Let's burn a CP. Relentless Onslaught, 6s to hit explode. But I'm hitting on 4s. Really good shooting. Winning on 5s. 7 wounds. That's really good. Would normally be a 4 up save, but Armour of Contempt. I'm not bitter. I like Space Marines. So they're 3 up saves. You take 4 wounds.
Yeah.
It's down to 8 remaining. Actually down to 10 remaining, starts on for a few more wounds, and then I fired the warriors up at it as well, and you made those saves. The second unit of warriors that were not rapid firing. It was at this point that I completely forgot my first turn pre-game move 6 inches, which I could do.
Do you want to...
No, well, I'm looking around the battle grid thinking, no.
You wouldn't have really
I
got...
probably wouldn't have gone anywhere anyway. If I have first turn, it's a nice shove forward. And if I'd have moved them forward, then you'd have moved your speeders around in a position where you could have still shot at my stuff anyway.
I think it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
You know, I think the reason why it didn't pop into my head is because I didn't want to do it. It's just, I didn't...
It was like a reflex action.
A reflex
and we're just
action.
having too much fun.
It was a tool in my toolbox, and I didn't pick it up.
Can I just say something to people at home?
Yes.
I've got my wound markers here, but also, can we just zoom in on this dice that I'm using for wounds? The greatest dice, after these, of course. King of the North, baby.
King of the North.
Premier tournament coming January
It's not a
2023.
tournament.
Kind of is. There's a winner.
It's a DZ TV event.
Everyone's a winner.
Yes.
Baby, that's the truth.
At the end of my turn, I've raised the banners and got Battlefield Supremacy, making it 10 points to 5. At the start of your turn, however, you will get 10 points for being on these objectives here, making it 15 points to the Minotaurs and 10 points to the Necrons as we start turn 2. Here are the Minotaurs' orders in turn 2. They want to get Trixie and deploy a teleport Homer in the Necrons deployment zone, and then they want to get angry. Blood and Cuts, kill 3 things in the assault phase, and kill me off an objective I currently control. Storm hostile objective. In the Minotaur's movement phase, the Storm Raven moves on through the sky after dropping off the captain and the apothecary and a tactical squad right on the central objective. And if they storm that hostile objective and get me off of it, that'll be 5 points. The land speeder is staying on this objective here because he's got actually a commanding field of fire into the Necron forces, as is this strike team down here, anchoring the home objective. The second land speeder has zipped round here though. It's got shots in the side of the destroyers. You've left the Terminators off.
Yeah, and the drop pod as well.
And the drop pod, but you did drop the Assault Marines in here, and they are deploying teleport homers in my back lines for an extra 5 points. Down in the ruins here. I like it because in the Terminators, they've got ping. What?
You still got a Monolith.
Yes.
And you still got a squad of destroyers in that Monolith.
Yes.
That's scary.
Yes.
So I need a counterpunch, like an option. The Terminators are so slow that if I commit them now, I was thinking about dropping them down the back and committing.
Yeah.
But if I do that, then you can just run rings.
But no,
around.
I want your Terminators in so I can punch your counter punch.
Yeah, and I know. I've done it, and I'm going for second try. That Land Raider killed some destroyers, land speeder. So let's see what you can do this time.
Okay, so by deploying the homers and by storming that hostile objective, that should get you 10 points.
Yeah.
Keeping some stuff in reserve, and also blood and guts is a thing. You need to start racking up the tally and killing things in the fight phase. But before we go on to that, they're going to rain fire from the sky into the Necron lines. Starting with one of the land speeders into the Ophidan destroyers. Missiles streak through the battle grid and both of them hit. Can they wound on 2s? Both of them wound. I need 6-up saves. I don't make 6-up saves. D6 and D6? You kill one. You don't kill the other. One's on 1 wound remaining. They have 3 wounds each.
I'll command point that, Winters.
Really?
Yes.
Command point!
Come on now.
You kill 2.
Walter.
Heavy bolter.
2 wounds, remember, Winters.
2 wounds. 2 hits. 1 wound. 5-up save. I make the save.
Cheeky.
Can I reanimate any? Because so far I've lost 2. I'm going to need 3 5s and 6s here as living metal pools underneath them, and no.
So close.
Close but no scar. One land speeder wasn't enough to take out the destroyers, but you've got a second. Firing through the ruin, down out of that gap, into this destroyer is the last one done for.
I like the idea that he comms his mate. He comms the other guy and goes,
mate,
just
finish
the job, Tony. Just come on, fire it in, would you? We've done the hard work. You can do the rest.
Brother Artuthus, the destroyers are still standing.
We've got 2 very different ideas about the 40k.
Unleash missiles upon these foul Xenos, and one of them hits. 2's to wound.
Shoot better, Brother Arturus.
And it wounds. 6-up save. I failed the save. D6 damage.
Bloody hell, Brother Arturus, do better.
It just blows off a bit of his arm, but he's still fine. And the heavy bolters go chunk, chunk, chunk into the sight, and all 3 of them hit. And only 2 of them wound. I need 2 5-up saves. One of these failing will kill it because it's 2 damage, apparently.
Apparently. Who knew? That's cocked. Oh, he's ramping up the excitement. It's cocked.
That's
it's cocked.
pretty cocked. That's pretty cocked. 5-up save. Yay!
Cheeky!
I only take 1 wound from a whole typhoon. No, mate, they normally kill more. I mean, we saw first turn, one of them wiped out a whole squad.
Before this game, like,
yes.
nobody would have said, a Typhoon only does that. It would have been like, a Typhoon can't do anything, but you're seeing the power.
I love Typhoons.
They're so sick, aren't they? Sick.
Storm Raven. You can't shoot any of the characters behind. You can shoot the Destroyer if you want it dead.
Can.
Or loads of warriors.
So, the idea was going to be the multi-melters are going to go into the Ophidian Destroyer.
Right.
Because it needs to die.
Yes.
The Assault Cannon is going to go into the Warriors.
Yes.
And actually, we'll put the multi-melter and the missiles into the Destroyer.
Really?
And
That's 6 shots on a guy with 2 wounds left.
Like, it's going to turn out that it's only one's going to get through or something.
Right, go on
so
then.
I need
Full
to do
multi-metal shots.
Right,
then.
come on. I can't shoot anything else.
They all hit. 2's to wound.
What you're seeing here is overkill in action.
I don't get a save, it's dead. Right, now the missiles slam into its twitching corpse. It definitely doesn't reanimate, and we have 12 shots into the warriors. 3s. And 3s. At -1. 8 5-up saves. I save 4, look. And then 5-up reanimations. Re-rolling 1s. You killed 3. We move from the Storm Raven to the squad in the ruin in the centre. Rapid firing into the warriors. So here are the bolt guns hitting on 3s and no 1s to reroll. There's a captain nearby. 4s to wound. AP -1 with the tactical doctrine. So I need 5s. And I'll hold on to the reanimation because if you wipe them all out before you don't get reanimation if they're all dead. Pistol, you got a pistol in there.
Bolt pistol.
Reroll 1s because the captain. It hits 4s. It doesn't wound.
No.
Heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter.
These are 4s. They all hit. And 3s. And only 1 wound. And I failed the save. So now I do my reanimations. And 2 come back. So you only kill 1. That was good, isn't it?
They like getting back up, don't they?
They do. It's like, we'll be back. Actually, the old rule for them wasn't reanimation protocols. It was called, instead of I'll be back, it was we'll be back.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. That was pretty good, that impression. Top.
Then we did the bolt pistol from the Apothecary, no damage caused. Now you have the captain with his plasma pistol, which of course you're not overcharging.
Kind of want to because it's fun. But I'm not going to because I don't have a CP. So I am brave, but I'm not stupid.
You overcharge it.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Alright, I've got no CP though.
What's the worst that can happen? Well, you've done the CP reroll already. Yeah?
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, that'll
Right.
be fine. He keeps his finger on the trigger for too long and it blows up in his face.
Oh my god, get out, right? Bye everyone.
It blows up in his face. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.
Bye. I painted this up for today.
New model syndrome.
I thought, you tricked me into it. You said,
You can blame me.
do it. And I
Yeah.
painted this up today. I was up quite late last week doing this, and his first action on the table. I was going to say in the army introductions, like,
Yeah.
he hasn't got a name yet, but maybe today he'll earn his name. He hasn't earned his name. He's going on the table of shame. Get over there. Get out of my sight.
Blame the plasma pistol instead. It just blew up in your captain's hand. It's first one off the armory. He's not dead. He's going to go back to the battle barge and they will graft on a bionic hand where his hand was. Then you charged in with the tactical marines and the apothecary.
Yeah. I charged the apothecary this way round,
Yeah.
so that the oncoming nastiness,
Right.
he might be a bit protected. Also, I want to say about the captain,
Yeah.
I love it.
Let's
Like,
move on.
I was only pretending.
It's okay.
40k is so cool. Like that happening, best in it. It's the
It
best.
is the best
It
thing.
is cool.
But I just move on. Just let it.
And it's your fault. It's your fault.
No, you
not
need-
you, listener, viewer. Winter's fault.
Just
Winter's
move on. You need this time for this wound to become a scar. Okay.
fault. Get out of town, right?
So, do you want a cup of tea?
I want to kill some Necrons with blade and knife.
Let's kill some Necrons.
Let's do it.
So you've got 4 normal tactical marines. They've
Yeah.
got 8 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna attack.
And they're hitting on 3s.
They're hitting on 3s. No re-rolling 1s because that's gone now.
We're not talking about it.
We don't talk about that. Didn't get any 1s.
They're
They don't
pretty
even
angry
need it.
though. Whirlwind of Rage, 6s explode.
Oh yeah. And
That was 2 more.
Yes. Thank you, Winter.
That's okay. Thanks for reminding me of my free move at the start.
We'll take the captain advice.
4s to wound.
And we'll call it. It comes out in the wash, right?
It looks like 5 to me.
That's 4 wounds.
4. Okay. I lose 1. And then you've got a chainsword on the sergeant.
Yeah.
So 4 attacks in total.
Yeah. And 6s explode.
There's a whirlwind of rage, yeah. And these are AP -1.
Yeah.
And I lose another 1. And that's the attacks from that squad, right?
That wasn't the best, was it?
Reanimate.
Oh my god, that was a 5. That was a.
I get them both back. So that squad doesn't kill any.
The Imperium's finest.
Now we have the Apothecary. Hit on 3s with his chainsword. Whirlwind of Rage. And he's winning on 4s. And he's pretty good. He's pretty choppy. He chops down 3. And 3 of them do fall down, but do only get back up again on 5s. Rerolling 1s. 2. That Apothecary killed more than the entire squad. So the Necrons piled in to try and get as close to that objective as they can, but you do outnumber me with models in range of it. I've only got the front rank there, 4 of them, but all 5 of you are in range. But when I continue to consolidate in, I should be able to get around the back because you didn't kill very many.
When you
pile and consolidate.
Kill me all.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, it's 3s to hit you. And 4s to wound you, and it's no AP, and that's 3 wounds.
That'll do.
So,
so you make 3 saves, right?
3 threat saves.
How hard can it be? Mildly hard.
1 takes a wound, and that's the end of the fight phase. I don't have morale. Well, I do have morale, but leadership 10 I pass.
Okay.
So that's the end of your turn 1.
I don't have any morale because the unit I lost was just a 1-man unit. My captain, my beloved champion of the Emperor, he's gone.
But you have stormed hostile objectives. You have taken that off. Oh no, 1 minute. Right, some cheeky consolidations later. You've got 5 models in range of that objective now.
Yeah.
I've got 5 objective secured models in range of that objective now. You didn't storm the hostile objective, take it off of me.
No, I thought...
Well, you did take it off of me because no one controls it now, but you haven't controlled it. So you don't get those 5 points there. But I won't get an extra... What?
I thought like a tactical squad, captain, apothecary, 10 Necron warriors.
It would have definitely been easy if there was a captain with Imperium sword and the burning blade.
I forgot about that. He had all the cool stuff.
Yeah,
didn't
he would have had like 6 attacks. And
oh my
hit on 2s, killing on 2s, no saves. He'd have just got through.
He would have killed like 5 of them.
He would have killed 5 of them. Yeah.
But he didn't, did he?
He didn't. No, the pistol blew up.
Who did he kill?
We're not mentioning it anymore. He killed himself. So you only get 5 points on the secondaries for that one. You haven't stormed anything yet. The Ophidium destroyers have been wiped out. Right now, I've got warriors and a couple of lords left on the table. The Hexmark destroyer and the Scorpec lord, and that's it. So I need my monolith to come in turn 2. At the start of the Necron's turn, I get 10 points on the primaries, making it 20 points each. It's a dead draw right now, and I get blood and guts as well. Kill 3 things in the assault phase. Hold the line. I can't have any Minotaurs running around my deployment zone, and currently there's 2 objectives in my deployment zone, 2 units in my deployment zone. That one's going to be really hard. But no retreat, no surrender. Don't fail a morale or move off an objective that I control. I can easily get this one. Here we are after the Necron's movement phase. The Monolith has hit the battle grid. And because these units are back here, I can't get hold the line. And I can't also fall out of combat because of no retreat, no surrender. And I can't move off of objectives that I'm currently on, but I'm fine with that because I am dug in to those 2 objectives here. And I shouldn't be able to fail morale. I should get 5 points at the end of your turn is what I'm saying, just by staying there.
Turn for you. There's a lot coming now.
Did want to go charging in with the Scorpec Lord into that squad, but no retreat, no surrender. He's not allowed to move off that objective there. So the only secondary that I'm probably going to score this turn, hopefully, is, well, not even going to score this yet because I need to kill 3 things for blood and guts.
I think this is a given here. Picking on the poor land raider, land speeder, just minding its own business, and look at this.
Yes. So what happens is this appears in the reinforcement step of the movement phase, the Monolith, and then you can burn a CP to get these out in the reinforcement step of the movement phase. And it doesn't say what order you have to do it in. It both happens in the reinforcement step. So it's lovely, isn't it?
I've just noticed there's a wraith on the back.
I know, the new model.
What a model!
So cool.
It's so sick.
For this wraith, yeah, and it's sort of...
Look at it coiled around it as well. It's like so alien, like Geiger-esque, right?
It's nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's going to kill me, but
so
it's
charge
cool
that
in the
thing.
meantime.
They're in combat. Let's shoot. Well, apart from the land raider, flying land raider. That's all that the Monolith can see. So let's shoot at that.
You mean Storm Raven?
Flying land raider.
Flying potato.
Yes.
Yeah, but you could think you mean they're doing this much damage. These land speeders.
Death rays hit on 4s. Only 1 hit.
That's not a lot.
Command point. Only 1 hit.
On the camera, like you should have seen his face, right? He wasn't looking at the dice. He was looking at me and going, 1 hit command point, like styling it out. They looked down and went, oh, like that. It was amazing. We need another camera.
3s to wound. It doesn't wound. The particle whips out, and it's one shot which hits, and at strength 12 doesn't wound.
Is this a new model as well?
Yeah.
New model syndrome, baby.
Monolith whiffed. Flashing lights hit the sky in all directions, spearing towards the Storm Raven and do nothing. So I'm spending a CP on disintegration capacitors on this unit here, firing up at the Storm Raven. That means 6s to hit, auto wound. Not all of these guys are in range because I was too lazy to move them closer. So I need 4s to hit, but I'm really looking for 6s. They wound. These need 5s. That is 7 wounds at AP -2. Comes AP -1 because of Armor of Contempt. And it's only 1 damage each. But that is 3 more wounds off the Storm Raven. Hexmark Destroyers with his pistols. Pew, pew, pew. Always hits on 2s. And he'll wound on 5s. And that's another wound with a 3-up save, sir. I can't see it.
It's a 2. It's a 2, Winters. What's the damage?
1 damage. His shot's up with his disintegrator. He has 3 shots, which he hits on 2s. 3s, it's -1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits. He's strength 6, toughness 7. Another wound. Another 3-up save. Would be 4, but Armor of Contempt.
We're all good.
How many wounds have I taken off of it?
It's got 6 left, so you've taken 8 wounds off it.
Rapid fire with the little guys. 6 is exploding strap. I need to hit on 4s. And that's okay. 5s to wound. And that's not okay. That's 2 more wounds. 2 more 3-up saves on the Storm Raven. And that's another wound. I've whittled it down to 6 wounds? 5 wounds. What? That was 1 damage.
I might use a... Yeah, I'll leave it.
That is the end of my shooting phase, by the way.
Is that it?
That's it.
I mean, I don't want to be mean, but...
Oh yeah, Staff of Light from the Cryptek can fire up.
This'll do it. This'll kill it.
He has 1 shot. And he hits. Strength 6. And he wounds. I think it's -3, so -2 with the thing. And that's 1 damage as well.
Slowly getting there.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Right. So into my shooting phase. I guess I need to charge Scorpec Lawyers into Land Speeder.
You just said...
What?
You just said Scorpec Lawyers.
Scorpec Lords?
You said Scorpec Lawyers.
Scorpec Lawyers.
I think they're going to be as vicious as lawyers in this round of combat.
Do you want to Overwatch?
Yeah, hell yeah, I do.
Really?
It's the Land Speeder. Of course I do. Go on, Land Speeder.
To be fair, with the Firstborn army, there's very little strats that you can use anyway.
We were discussing off camera and I was like, there's not a lot I could use
there's
it.
like
so
4.
I might as well go wild. Red crap missiles, surely.
Yes.
Let's go.
No.
No.
Heavy
Heavy
bolters.
bolter, let's go.
Oh, one
what?
hits. Strength 5, toughness 5. Doesn't
No.
wound. I'm going to charge. And that's a successful charge. 1 minute. It's got to be wholly within 3. That's got to be more than 9. So 3 might. So instead of a 9-inch charge, it is a 6-inch charge.
You're fine, yeah, you're all good.
Yeah, he's in. Right, we're in. I'm on the objective. And we've got 8 attacks with hyperphase threshers, which hit on 3s and reroll 1s because they're destroyers, and that's what destroyers do. They really, really hate stuff. Strength 5 though, and your toughness 6, so I need 5s to wound.
Hello, come on, Land Speeder.
I was thinking about spending the CP to give them an extra strength, but I thought they're not going to need it. They're going to be fine. Yeah.
Didn't realise what they were up against.
Hyperphase Reap Blade on 3s, and this is strength more than 6.
Yeah.
So I think it's strength 7, so I'm wounding on 3s.
Come on, Land Speeder.
And a wound both times.
What's the minus?
AP -4.
Straight through.
3 damage.
I think that's a dead Land Speeder.
Unless you roll 6s, because Armor of Contempt reduces my AP.
Hello, how many do I have to roll?
Well, 2 dice, 1 6, you save the speeder.
That's all I need.
You don't save the
Get
speeder.
out. Do you know what?
What?
I'm gonna use a command point.
He uses a command point to reroll for a 6.
Imagine if this worked.
Imagine. It doesn't work.
Does
it blow up? Roll another 6. You don't wound. I take out the Land Speeder. That is the first kill towards my blood and guts tally. And now Minotaurs get to strike. Starting with the Marines first.
Yeah.
Sergeant first.
We'll do the Sergeant first.
Okay.
He's got 3 attacks.
And he explodes once with his Whirlwind of Rage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 4s.
1 wound.
1 wound.
I make the save. And then you've got 4 more normal attacks on 3s, and then wounding on 4s. You need 2 more. You got 2 more. You rolled 2 6s there.
Oh, did I?
So that one's cocked. Reroll that one.
We'll reroll that one.
That's 2 wounds, and then 2 more 6s.
Doesn't matter
Zeke
anyway.
Says no. And I failed those saves, and reanimate, and reroll 1s for reanimation, and you kill 1. Then I get to pile in and fight you. And try and kill the Apothecary.
Clever.
There's 6 guys there, and I am burning a CP on a strat which gives all core units +1 strength. Thank you, CP in the pot. So I'm strength 5, but they haven't got, well, only 3 hits. 3's to wound. 1 wound, 1 marine save. That's really cocked. And he makes it. So I kill nothing over there. Yeah, sorry, you can fight back with the Apoth, yeah.
He's going to do it.
He's got an extra attack because he's got chainsword. 4 attacks.
4 attacks, you're right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're helping me out today.
3s. Whirlwind of Rage.
Comes down a wash.
4s.
Here we go.
2 at -1. And then Rian. And he does kill 1. So then you consolidate closer to that objective here. Now, hopefully I'll get hold the line at the end of Brap's turn. But it is 20 points each. As we're about to start turn 3. You will get 5, 10 points for these 2 objectives here because you have got more in range of that than me, making it 30 points to 20 at the start of turn 3 as we go on to Minotaurs, turn 3. Here are the Minotaur orders. They still want to storm a hostile objective and kill units for blood and guts in the assault phase. And Battlefield Supremacy, take any 3 objectives. In the Minotaur's movement phase, the remainder of the reserves came in and the Storm Raven gunship flipped round into VTOL mode, so it's hovering and it's precariously balanced on that terrain. Nothing bad will happen whatsoever. And you spent a CP on Power of the Machine Spirits, so it counts as though it's on its top bracket. And then the pod came back here in your deployment zone. Because you've got that +1 to charge thing, haven't you? What's it called?
Hungry for battle.
Hungry for battle. So that would be an 8-inch charge if you want to get onto that objective, because you need to storm a hostile objective. Take an objective that I control. And I don't control that one. I do control this one. I do control this one back here. And the Terminators have landed along with the Chaplain, ready for this 8-inch charge. You haven't done any litanies yet because you haven't got Commanding Oratory. And you could make their charge shorter if you wanted to. But you're holding on to Commanding Oratory because you're assuming that you're going to make the charge.
I'm going to see. I'm going to make a decision a bit later on, see how I feel, see if I need to get spicy with the charge roll. Hopefully, we'll see.
And the Storm is coming around this way. That could be Battlefields. And also you need Battlefield Supremacy be on 3 objectives and you're only on 2.
Yeah, so
1, 2.
The idea is with
Oh,
this.
these guys, by the way, they're below, but you keep forgetting them they're there.
Yeah.
So you put them on top so you know that they're there.
I need their bolt gun.
Because every time you bump into them, you're like, oh, I forgot that unit. Oh, I forgot that
the
unit.
submarines, and I'll just leave them behind after today.
And after, one more thing, after deploying the teleport homers here, that's why the Terminators have landed on their ping. The Assault Marines are moving in for the kill. Right, your turn.
This is my thinking, right?
Okay.
Welcome to the Master Tactician brain.
Oh dear, I'm going to need a shower.
I just need options, right? So
Right.
the idea is that I can maybe take this objective, the Storm Ravens, in what you call a target-rich environment. I learned that from a YouTube channel somewhere.
Yes.
Over here, I've got options. I can shoot at stuff, soften them up, then charge them. I can do a lot. I don't have to I'm not relying on one thing coming off. Here, there can be a few things that I can do. Soften these up, charge them. Soften them up, charge them. Charge in and help them out because they, to be honest, they need to sort their act out. So the assault squad are here to help. And we've got this. We've got this, right?
You're unloading this grand plan with this Tactical Marines here into the Scorpex behind the wall.
Yeah.
Is the Tactical Doctrine in effect, or have you changed to Assault?
Change to assault.
Okay.
Because I need more AP. Because I need to get into combat more.
Right.
You're going to love this.
Right.
Plasma pistol.
Are you overcooking it?
Of course I am.
Yes.
What can possibly go wrong?
Nothing at all. Roll a... There's hits.
I kind of wanted a one. You wanted a one. I
Strength
kind of
eight.
wanted a one.
Yeah.
Right?
Toughness.
Not that.
Not that.
There's bigger guns that I could use, so no.
Big guns never tire either.
Thank you. Melter gun.
There's a melter in that squad?
Yeah.
That hits. And it wounds. And it's AP -4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in cover.
Right, so you get 6.
I do get a 6-up save. I don't get a 6-up save. And that does 1 damage.
But is it +2?
Only if you're within 6.
I will now use a CP. Let's go.
Okay. And that kills one of them. And then we have the bolter fire. And the bolt guns from the drop pod and the Marines didn't kill any more Scorpex. There's only 2 left. We're going on to the Storm Raven gunship. which has straight shots with all of its fires down, fire, into the Scorpic Destroyers.
No.
No?
That's not the plan.
No.
Listen, right? If you go, there's some certain channels on YouTube.
Yes.
Proper tactical genius channels.
You mean like Tabletop Titans, Tabletop Tactics?
Meta gameplay.
Proper, yeah.
There's an old lad in a hat that says split fire always works, right? I watch him all the time.
Don't listen to him.
He's a bit daft, but hey, I listened to him today, never steer me wrong. So I'm going to split fire, right? Multi-melter's going into here to hopefully kill one and make the charge.
But not kill two.
Exactly. So they can charge in and get the hostile thing, right?
Yeah.
The missiles are going in. Let's have a go at this.
Okay.
And then the assault cannon into these lads here.
Right, 3 different targets.
What could possibly go wrong?
Spraying and praying. 4 multi-melter shots then into the Scorpic Destroyers that you don't want to kill because you want to charge in. And I see 2 hits. 3.
Perfect rolling winners.
2 hits.
I meant that.
3's to wound. 2 wounds. 2 6-up saves. I make 1, so it's perfect so far. D6 damage.
Thanks, Winters.
And that will kill one. Oh, I forgot to do the Rian from the first one that died. He's dead. And the Rian for this one. And he's dead too. So there's only 1 left there. That's perfect. 2 missiles into the Monolith of Doom.
Let's start the game.
1 hit. Strength 8, toughness 8. How did you miss with the other one? It's so big. And it wounds. And I make the save because it's a 2-up save. No, it's AP -3, so it does take 3 wounds off. Down to 21 remaining. You started.
If it bleeds, we can kill it, right?
Yeah, 12 shots into the warriors now on 3s.
Disastrous.
You're hitting on 3s because of Power of the Machine Spirit. 3s? It's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm in a crater and cover and all sorts of stuff. So I still get a 4-up save. And then I get to reanimate. Oh, 1 hit the floor, so that'll be that one, and 2 die. After the Storm Raven fired, we did some pistols into combat, which didn't do any wounds. Now we're coming across to the Terminators. You're burning CP on Fury the First, so +1 to hit. And you're shooting past the Scorpic Lord and into the Hexmark Destroyer. Here's all the bolter fires, hitting on 2s. Putting on 5s, it is toughness 5. 4 3-up saves. It takes a wound, and then the Heavy Flamer is in range, and it only hits it once.
Bloody hell.
And doesn't wound it. But now it's twitching and on fire. It's an easy shot for the Land Speeder Typhoon, surely. 2 missiles coming in hot.
Here it goes.
And 1 of them hits. Wounds on a 3. I can't see it.
It's a 4.
I need a 5-up save. I don't get a 5-up save. D6 damage. And it is another wound. You've already spent the CP on the
I have, yeah.
Heavy bolters. 3 wounds remaining. It hits twice. Wounds on 4s. It wounds once.
Yeah.
4-up save. And I fail that, taking 2 more wounds off of it. The Hexmark Destroyer is down to 1 wound remaining. And you've got no more gun in range.
And we're good.
So now you're going to charge. So we're moving around here to the Assault Squad, charging through the wall into the Necron Warriors. It's only a little 5-inch charge because of your +1 to charge. And that's a 4.
Why did you have to say little? Why did you have to say little
Well, it's
charge?
the smallest charge. All the others are 9. 9?
Oh,
Do you want a CP reroll
little
that?
charge? No, because I need the CP for the big charges.
So these, well, it's 8 and 8. Which one do you want to do first? I think we should build up to the Terminators.
Yeah, but more
Yeah.
tactical gameplay. You
Right.
need to make the one that you need most first.
Well, why did you do the Assault Marines first?
Oh yeah, because I thought that was a given, Winters.
Right, 8-inch charge over here.
Yeah, we're doing the Terminators. We're doing
Okay.
it. We're doing it, Winters.
Okay?
Right. Okay.
This will work.
Of course it will.
It doesn't work.
Now I'll spend my CP. Come on now.
It still doesn't work.
God's sake.
The Emperor's sake. That's what. Who is this fella? It's the Emperor and the
You're so
Emperor
happy
only.
with that. You're so happy with that. Look at your little smile.
8-inch charge over here?
Do I charge my chaplain in?
Do
or
you
is that
charge
pure
your chaplain in?
That is pure death, isn't
Well,
it?
you could give it a go. I mean...
Do you think that's pure death?
Does he look like a chunky fella to you?
Yeah.
He is a...
How many wounds has he got?
28.
It's a lot of wounds.
It's only 6 wounds. But he has a 4-up invulnerable save.
Yeah, I'm not charging that. Right, I'm going to charge over here then.
Okay.
Please.
3rd time's the charm. And you fail that charge as well. Failed charges across the line from the Minotaurs OMG, oh my Emperor. And defenders fight first. So the warriors piled in and punched your apothecary and wounded him.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can get back, now you get to fight back here. We're going to do it all together because there's no other interruptions. Can they do it this time? 7 attacks with the chainsaws in total, hitting on 3s and whirlwind of rage.
Ooh, yeah.
That's 3 explosions.
I need more die sprinters.
These are wound on 4s. AP -2 now the assault doctrine is in effect. So 4 come through. I need 4 6s. I don't get any 6s. 4 are dead. If you kill 1 more, I can't reanimate with the squad.
So let's go for it.
4 more attacks.
How hard can it be?
Hitting on 3s. And everything hits. Winning on 4s. At AP -1. I need to make 3 5-up saves to keep that squad alive.
How hard can that be? Oh, you command pointed it!
Of course I'm command.
You little
Command
devil.
point to keep 1 dude alive. And he's dead. Right, that's the end of turn 3 for the Minotaurs. All the reserves are in, but the weird electricity flickering out from the Necrons stopped you making the charges. Now, interestingly enough, because you didn't make the charges, you don't get battlefield supremacy. And because that objective was contested, you don't get storm hostile objective either. You have killed 1 thing in the assault phase for blood and guts, though. So I've killed 1 thing, you've killed 1 thing. And I haven't failed a morale fell back.
No.
So actually, at the end of your turn, you don't get any points for the secondaries, but I do for no retreat, no surrender. That makes it 30 points to 25 in favour of the Minotaurs. I'm going to get 10 on these 2 primaries here, so I will be 10 points in the lead as we go to Necrons, turn 3. With the 10 extra points on the primaries, that puts me 5 points in the lead, and here is the will of the Necrons. Blood and Guts, kill 2 more things in the assault phase for 5 points. Extend battle lines, control my home objective and 1 in no man's land. I've got that already. And get behind enemy lines. I had to burn a CP to draw another order for this one. But behind enemy lines, I'm already there as well. The Necrons want to take ground and kill stuff by punching it to death. Here we are after the Necrons movement phase. I'm running out of assets, but I have a plan. So extend battle lines. He's on the home objective. And my Cryptek is on this objective after I activated the dimensional corridor. You pick them up at the start of the movement phase, then you move the Monolith. And then in the reinforcement step, you drop them back in. So they've come out here.
Very neat and tidy, these Necrons, aren't they? Look at the organisation.
Disembarked from that Monolith, from the back entrance for some reason. And the idea is to shoot and charge in there, and that should be 1 thing killed for blood and guts. And I've also got extend battle lines. I need to kill 3 things. Killed 1 thing already, that'll be the second thing. Scorpec Destroyer Lord goes into your chaplain, kills him 3 things. And that'll be extend battle lines. That will be blood and guts, and I'm behind enemy lines. Do you like it?
I'm supposed to be the charging forward combat army, and now I'm getting charged by you lot. What's going on here?
You failed your charges, that's what happened.
Yeah, I did fail the
And
charges.
I ran back this way. The idea is he can spawn some more back in that next turn, and we're tactically repositioning away from the choppy punchy Minotaurs. First we must go on to the shooting phase, however, and that is an aircraft. So ruins do not block line of sight for aircraft. So Monolith firing at Storm Raven round 2.
Second time of asking.
It's floating though, I can hit it on 3s. And I hit it all the time.
Oh no.
And I wound it on 3s. And I wound it 3 times. It's AP -3, which becomes 2 with Armour of Contempt. So 5-up saves. And that's D3 plus 3, that's D3 plus 3, that's D3 plus 3. And that's 12 damage. And we have a Storm Raven down, we have a Storm Raven down. And it doesn't blow up, it just gets melted and turned to slag, and there's all dripping metal all down that ruin there.
Did alright. Did alright.
Should mention, the Monolith healed a wound, and the Hexmark Destroyer healed a wound because of living metal as it rebuilds. Right, we're coming here. I'm not going to spend any extra CP on killing them with these guns because I want 1 alive and 1 wound so I can charge him. However, it's still a lot of shots. Hitting on 3s, look at all those 1s. Gauss Reapers, stripped metal and bone at molecular level on 3s. I might have overkilled them. 23, 4-up saves. Please don't die. I don't think they all die.
I don't think they all die, do they?
Armour of Contempt working there, because that would have been, yeah.
What's that? 1, 2, 2.5 die?
Is it only 2.5?
That's it. But I didn't want that. I wanted them to die.
I might actually have to charge him with the warriors as well. Right, okay, coming over here. Those unit of warriors can't shoot because they fell back. He can shoot with all of his pistols into the Terminators. Between them, the Hexmark Destroyer and the Skullpick Destroyer took just 2 wounds off the Terminator. Armour of Contempt coming in clutch there. And that is the end of my shooting phase. Now my Destroyer charges. Bam. Okay? And then round here, would you like to Overwatch?
Who's charging in first?
I think you've got a Melter still, haven't you?
Yeah.
The Warriors are going to charge.
Don't charge the Warriors, charge the Destroyer.
No, the Warriors are going to... He got his foot caught coming through there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why he's up at that angle like that. He's stumbling.
The toe is stubbed and it's hurting.
Warriors going in. That's a 10. And then the Destroyer for a 7.
How are you making all these charges and I can't?
Well, it looks like this. Everyone's still in range for coherency, but I'm coming over here because I don't want your chaplain to hit my Skullpick Lord. Overhand swing with his big blade means he hits on 3s and rerolls 1s. And this gets to strength 8, so he wounds on 2s. Right, 4-up and vulnerable saves, each doing 3 damage.
I can do this, right?
You can. I wish you didn't. That's 6 damage, he's dead.
Command point.
Okay, good
Reroll.
luck. Good luck.
Yes!
Oh, he's alive on 1 wound remaining. He stands. So your chaplain is still alive for now. We're coming back over here. I'm assuming you're not interrupting because they're all dead anyway.
Hang on a second. I've got so many CP.
Because you can't spend it on anything else.
Because I can't spend it because I'm firstborn.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I'm going to interrupt.
Right.
If I can kill that Destroyer, then that counts towards my blood and guts tally, right?
You've got a sergeant there.
He's got power
engaged.
sword.
They can all fight him.
Yeah, we're going to have a clonk on him, see what we can do.
AP -4 right now.
Yeah. So let's give it a go. Let's
Okay.
try.
So he's got 3 attacks.
Yeah.
He's going to hit on 3s, 6s explode. Where are we? Come around here?
come over here,
Come
yeah,
around
let's
here.
go
Come
over
around here.
Let's go.
Okay. I see A6, so that's 3 hits. A wound on 4s, it's a power sword, and I won't get a save.
1 wound.
1 wound, 1 down, and then you've got the 2 remaining fellas. 4 attacks.
Come on, lads.
They hit 4 times with Whirlwind of Rage, and they don't
Not
wound.
a sausage. It was a good attempt, but that'll be the last thing you'll do this game, I think, lads.
Right, I'll attack you with my Destroyer
Okay.
on 3s and reroll 1s. That one's really cocked. He's got a pair of Threshers. So 3 hits, no explosions for me.
No.
3s to wound.
What did you get? No way! Can they survive, Winters?
Pile in and fight with a war. Command point. Did I use a command point over there? I didn't.
No, you didn't.
That didn't help. I'm down to 2 CP. Burn one of those CPs as well for +1 strength for my warriors.
Okay.
We've piled in. You're surrounded. Space Marines in their happy place, surrounded by Xenos. 3s to hit you. And it's going to be 3s to wound you with the +1 strength strat, which I forget the name of. And, ooh, that one's cocked. And it looks like that. 8 3-up saves.
Come on, lads. Hold on.
1 is on a wound. He falls, and 1 takes a wound. And that's it. I was supposed to kill 3 things with blood and guts, but just like you failing charges across the line, I failed to kill anything.
Chaplain gets a hit now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You nearly forgot it. Don't forget it, Winters.
He's got 4 attacks back.
We can do this. We have the technology.
Crozius or Fist?
Oh, Crozius. 2 damage, right?
Fist is 2 damage.
Yeah, but Fist -1 to hit. This is why the Power Fist is pointless
Right,
on a Chaplain.
okay.
Right.
But a Crozius is winning on 5s, the Fist is winning on 3s.
Let's use the Fist.
Okay, 3s to hit with the Fist then. And I see 4?
No,
I
that
see
was a
3.
1.
3s to wound. 2 wounds. Invulnerable saves. I failed them both.
Oh.
I've already done a command point reroll.
Takes 4 damage.
Skullpick Lord's on 2 left. Ooh. At the end of turn 3, the Necrons may not have been able to get blood and guts, but they've extended their battle lines and got behind enemy lines for 45 points to 30. You're going to get 10 points on the primaries at the start of turn 4.
Yeah.
So there'll only be 5 points in it. The Necrons are in the lead, however, but let's find out what the Minotaurs' orders are. The orders for the Minotaurs remain the same. They just need to complete them. Take any 3 objectives, take an objective that the Necrons control, and kill stuff in the fight phase. In the Minotaurs' movement phase, these 2 brave Marines continue fighting these Necrons, and the Minotaurs here hold that objective. Remember, they're on the ground floor. Storm hostile objective and battlefield through supremacy. Take any 3 objectives. Currently you're on 1-2. But if the Terminators charge and destroy that Hexmark destroyer, you would have stormed that objective and you will get battlefield supremacy. And you need to kill 3 things with blood and guts. And the chaplain, after getting rudely charged by the Scorpic destroyer, has ordered the assault marines in and has jumped up and over with his jump pack back to the Apothecary for medical attention. He is now the commander on the battlefield, seen as the captain was removed as a casualty because a malfunctioning weapon blew up in his face. So the Apothecary means to keep him safe. Let's go on to the shooting phase. We're opening up the shooting phase with the tactical marines in the centre of the battle grid. They still stood still. So bottle discipline is the thing, firing into the warriors. And they hit on 3s. And they wound on 4s. And 2 wounds, 2 4-up saves. I'm okay. There's a heavy bolter in that squad as well, which hits 3 times and will wound on 3s. Can't see
2 wounds.
5s. Rian, I'm okay. No wounds caused. From the tactical marines unloading into the warriors to the Terminators firing past the Hexmark destroyers. Fury the First being employed one more time, firing into the warriors. The heavy flame is out of range. But they will home 2s. Many hits. Wounding on 4s. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not many.
Not many.
5 come through, 4-ups, reanimation, and you kill 1. Finally.
Look at this. Well done.
Landspeeder's had enough. He's just unloading point blank range.
You're sick of it. Like, if you guys won't do it, I'll do it. Crack missiles.
No, brother. I will fire missiles at point blank range and destroy them.
I'll only hit once, brother, but at least I'll
6
wound.
up. And he does wound. And then the heavy bolter. All of them hit. 2 of them wound. 5 ups. I make 1 of them, so only 2 die. Then reanimation. And I reroll 1s. And only 2 die, leaving 2 remaining. What?
I love how stubborn Necrons are.
I know, since they got rid of the old disgustingly resilient, you know, when I used to annoy people there.
Genuinely, I feel it's really fluffy and thematic, and it makes them like, I don't feel bad when you're rolling.
Yeah.
You can roll bad sometimes,
Yeah.
but it feels like, I like it. I think
You've
these rolls
got
are
to
cool.
dig through them.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
should be, right? Because
Yeah.
they're basically cyborg robot killers. This guy with the plasma pistol in
Overcooking,
combat.
surely.
Of course he is.
Yes.
And he's firing into the destroyer's face.
Right, okay.
He loves it.
He
5. Oh, yes,
It
come
wounds.
on. -4.
I don't get a save because it goes straight through the armour and he's got 2 wounds remaining.
And it's -5 because it's the assault doctrine.
Well, it's -4 because of the assault doctrine.
Sorry.
He's got 2 wounds remaining, damage 2. In combat, in this swirly melee, he pulls out his plasma pistol, keeps his finger on the trigger, and melts the Destroyer Lord right in front of him. What a hero. What a legend. Then we had some more bolt gun fire, slamming into the Monolith, doing no damage. And now we're on to the charge phase, unless you want to put some pistols into my Scorpic Lord. He's on 2 wounds remaining. Yeah, I've got plasma pistols there, and your army really like overcharging them.
Yeah, but
But if you kill 2 more things in the assault, because you kill them, you get 5 points for blood and guts. It's the only way to be sure that you really...
No, I'm going to charge
cut them
him.
apart.
I'm going to clonk him in the head.
Right, you can't fail the charge, but let's roll up anyway. So you've charged in with the Assault Marines and the Terminators.
Yeah.
I am burning my last CP on Overwatch.
Oh, are you?
Because there's 1 on 1 wound, and I hit on 2s, even in Overwatch.
No way.
I've never done it. He always hits on 2s.
That's a cool rule.
And he rerolls 1s because he's... Yeah, anyway, 3s to wound.
Okay.
So, if you could fail one of those 2-up saves because of Armour Contempt...
How many do I have to fail?
Well, just 1 out of 3 dice. I kill a Terminator. I don't kill a Terminator. And that's the end of the charge phase?
No, it is not.
What do you mean? That's...
Right. Not only
Yes.
are the land speeders the baddest boys at shooting,
Right.
we found out that they hit on 3s in combat.
Yeah, they're hanging out the cockpit with pistols and things.
They've got 2 attacks.
Yes.
1 for each guy.
Yes.
+1 for shock
You're
assault.
charging the warriors.
I'm charging the warriors.
Okay.
Come on, lads. Imagine a game with Space Marines in 2022, and it's becoming about the land speeders. I love it. I love it. Right.
It's all about the land speeders.
I'm gonna CP reroll it if it doesn't get in as well. Of course it gets in. Of course it gets in. Let's go.
Why are you doing this?
Because I want to kill. Because on a serious note,
Yeah.
I might be able to kill them.
Yeah.
And if I don't kill them, you're gonna start putting back models in your turn.
I am.
So if I get lucky here,
Yes.
I could just stop that from happening.
Well, I don't have any dice to interrupt. Do you want to start here?
Why? Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
3 attacks, hitting on 3s, 2 hits,
That's all I need.
4s to wound,
Oh
1
no.
wound, AP -1. I failed the save. I do reanimate.
No. it was a worthwhile try, wasn't it?
Right, where do you want to go next?
We'll go over here.
Okay, Terminators into Hexmark Destroyer. We're going to the Terminators. You spent another CP on Fury. It's only on 2 wounds left. You don't need a Fury the first.
I said this. I've got 7 CP left and it's turn 4. So
Okay.
I know it's overkill,
Yes.
but
3s to hit with Chain Fists.
look at all that, see? But explosions. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. 5 explosions.
13 out of 12 hits. Wounding on 5s. I don't get a save. And each of these is D3 damage.
You got to make sure, Winters. You have to make
You
sure.
killed about 7 of them. Right. Assault Squad
Yeah.
onto Scorpic Destroyer Lord with 2 wounds remaining. Sergeant. Power Fist. Hits 3 times. 4 times because of
Winters.
well.
Look at that. He wants it. He wants it, doesn't he?
3s to wound.
He doesn't want it that much. He doesn't want it that much.
What now?
I'm luxuriously rich with CP,
Okay.
so I might as well.
CP reroll.
I need this. That's cocked as
That
all
is.
hell. There we go.
4 up and vulnerable save or death. Maybe I should have kept my CP reroll to reroll his 4 up and vulnerable. So, yeah, 4 up or death. 4 up. He's okay.
He's fine.
Now chainsaws. Will the chainsaws cut through the living metal on 3s and 5s?
That's
4.
4 Winters.
4 saves. AP
Four
-2.
saves. You can do this,
4
right?
4 up and vulnerable saves. It's a 50-50 chance.
Statistically, you've got this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you totally got this.
He doesn't take any wounds.
God. That's why I charged both of them, because I knew something bad was going to happen.
I'm going to strike you back.
No, don't.
I'm going to do the overhand swing, because if I do the 8 attacks, it's -1 and you still get a 3 up save.
Do you want to strike over here first? Tactics and that.
Oh yeah, I do. Let's strike over here first. Right, I've got 3 wounds to get through, right?
You got this. Easy. Come
After
on.
you
How hard can it be?
rudely destroyed my destroyer on 3s. Not everyone can fight though. 4s to wound. 5 3 up saves.
They are dead. Just perfectly dead.
3 up saves. And that was 2 wounds.
Oh, I thought there was a 2 in there. No.
Sergeant's alive on 1 wound remaining.
What a hero. What a hero.
Now he can fight back.
Yeah, he will.
He's got 2 attacks.
Yeah.
He hits on 3s and wounds on 3s. He hits 3 times with his 2 attacks.
Of course he does.
He wounds twice. I don't get a save. Reanimation. And I don't reanimate. He cuts 2 down. He shot the Destroyer Lord in the face with a plasma pistol in combat and then cut 2 down. On 1 wound remaining. He's on his knees, battling. But he's not out of the fight yet. So, back to the Scorpic Destroyer. Let's see if I can kill some Assault Marines. On 3s, because of overhand swing, re-rolling 1s. And wounding on 2s. Previously you wouldn't get a save, but now you get 6 up saves. Each failed save will kill a dude.
3 dudes dead.
3 dudes dead. And that's a morale test, because that's the end of the turn. Don't roll a 6.
Easy.
And
3.
we're okay. Oh yeah, we need to do the fight back with the Warriors. The Warriors hit back against the Speeder. Didn't do any damage, and that is the end of Minotaur's turn 4. They have stormed an objective here and are securing 3 objectives for battlefield supremacy, which gets them up to 50 points to 45. So at the start of turn 4, they're winning by 5 points, but again, I'm on 5, and there's one just on the other side of the wall, 10. For those 2 objectives there, 55 points to 50 for the Necrons at the start of their turn 4. Still need to kill 1 thing in Assault, though. We're getting there. Or 2 things in Assault, actually, isn't it? I've only killed 1 so far. As we go on to Necrons, turn 4. And these orders are going to be tricky. Blood and Guts, kill 2 more things in assault. Overwhelming firepower, kill 3 things with guns, and there's not a lot left. And secure no man's land, hold 2 objective markers in no man's land. Here we are after Necron's movement phase. The Technomancer managed to reanimate one of the warriors here, staying locked up with the speeder because then you can't fall back and shoot. Well, you can fall back and shoot, but you have to burn a CP on it.
Don't be afraid. You're just afraid of the land speeder.
I am afraid of the land speeder. The Scorpec Lord, of course, is not backing down from that fight over there because I still need Blood and Guts. And then the Dimensional Corridor was activated on the Monolith one more time. So at the start of the movement phase, you pick up a core infantry unit and you suck them inside the Monolith. It's not a fall back move. It's not, they didn't fall back.
This is tactical genius. I've got to be fair to you. This is
the
good.
Warriors that were in combat got sucked in. Then you move the Monolith. Then in the reinforcement step, you drop out the warriors. So they have got out of combat without falling back.
Clever.
And then I can charge him with the Monolith.
Just pan down and look at it. Look at him. Brave lad.
He was surrounded by warriors and all of a sudden this big wom thing comes nearby. Get him in combat. Shoot that. Charge these, which remember on the ground floor, that's a 6-inch charge. Mm-hmm. If I complete that charge, I'll outnumber you on that objective and that'll be secure no man's land because I'll secure that one and this one. Genius.
Right. All fairness, this thing over here, when he was explaining it, I was like, my head was going, this is very clever gameplay. This is good gameplay.
It's because that's what the Monolith does. It allows you to reposition,
it's
redeploy,
clever, and
stuff
I like
that.
it. It makes sense that they would get sucked in and then sucked off again. Do you know what I mean?
Sucked in and sucked off, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I'm going to put the 4 death rays into that.
Right.
The particle whip can't see anything else because ruins completely block. I'm going to put everything into the drop pod. I overkilled the drop pod.
Yes.
But on a 6, you blow up and kill this hero sergeant stood below the drop pod. Don't blow up.
We don't want a 6, do we?
I want to suck him into the portal. No, he doesn't get sucked into the portal. Now, these Marines are in cover. So if I shoot you with AP -2 weapons, that becomes AP -1 for Armour of Contempt. So 4 up saves, light cover, 3 up saves. I don't think I can overkill them with shots, but I would like them whittled down. Gauss Reapers fire into the ruins on 3s. Stripping rock and armour at a molecular level on 3s. 16 3-up saves. Each doing 1 damage. I kill 1 and a bit. Star for Light from the Technomancer flashes out, does no damage at all. That is the end of my shooting phase. I'm going to charge this fella down here. Do you want to overwatch with your plasma pistol? The interesting thing is, if you kill him with Overwatch, overcharging with a plasma pistol, you'd rob me of a Blood and Guts point.
Yeah, that's a bit cheeky. If you're doing the transdimensional corridor of death,
right,
then I'm going to do Overwatch and be cheeky.
But I want to suck him off into my portal.
I mean, he's heard that a lot. Now,
6s.
No, 1s.
No, 6s. That's
neither.
And then the Monolith charges, and it goes that far. Now these guys, you pulled the closest one away?
Yeah.
I need to remeasure. They're on the bottom floor. It's still a 6-inch charge. That one's cocked, but that is a 6-inch charge. And we end up like this. Imagine they're all on the ground floor. We're putting them like this so everyone can see, and then I pile in like this. Not many can fight, though, on 3s. That's pretty good anyway. 4's to wound. That's not really good. Only 3 wounds. 4 wounds. 4 3-up saves.
Oh.
Only kill 1 Marine, but then I consolidate in and secure no man's land for that secondary objective. We're coming over here to the Scorpec Lord, though, because you're paying to interrupt.
Yeah, I need to spend these 2 CP to try and kill this guy.
Power fist to
Power
the face.
fist to the face. Here we go.
1 hit.
2 hits, Wincers, because they explode in 6.
2 hits.
No, that only happens when you charge.
Okay.
So it's only 1 hit.
Okay.
We caught it. It's
okay.
All right. Sorry, everyone.
3's to wound. It wounds. 4 up or death. Can he do it 3 times in a row? No, he can't do it 3 times in a row. My Destroyer Lord falls. And that means you killed 3 things in assault. The Hexmark Destroyer, the Lord, and the one in the middle. So that will get you Blood and Guts. And then we come round to the Monolith, trying to suck this guy into its Eternity Gate. Now, the way this works is it automatically hits. 6 times.
It's got such good rules. I didn't think it was going to be good in combat, but it's ace, isn't it?
And it's strength 8. So wounds on 2s.
Right.
Now they're all -3 damage. So with Armor Contempt, you need 4 5-up saves to keep your hero sergeant alive. Or he's getting sucked off into a trans-dimensional thingy bob and he's never heard of again.
He's not getting sucked off. Not on this day. Not on this day! Oh, I was going to CP reroll if I'd have got 3, but...
You have to take that model away now and burn him. He's ruined, he's gone, he's never heard of.
Sucked off into oblivion.
We rounded off the fight phase. These noble marines holding down the home objective managed to kill a warrior, and then the warriors and the land speeder over here bumped against each other and didn't do any damage. So at the end of that turn, I get 5 points for holding 2 objectives in no man's land. Still need to kill 1 more thing in assault and a couple more things with shooting for my overwhelming fire and power and blood and guts. But you've killed 3 things with blood and guts.
Yeah, that Scorpet Lord, that 2 CP, absolutely clutch.
Yeah.
I think it's close. How close is it?
I've got 30 points on the primaries and 30 points on the secondaries.
Right.
You've got 30 points on the primaries and 25 points on the
There's
secondaries.
like 5 points in it in the last turn,
There's
right?
5 points in it. One good order could swing this either way as we go on to Space Marines turn 5. And here are the Minotaur orders. Assassinate, no retreat, no surrender, and grind them down. Very Minotaurs. Assassinate, kill the Cryptek, 5 points. Doable. No retreat, no surrender. Don't fail morale or fall off of any objectives that you can currently control. Doable. Grind them down. If at the very end of the battle round, at the end of my turn, Brap, if you've killed more units than me, you get another 5 points.
Yeah, let's do this.
So it was 60 to 55. Brap was 5 points behind, but with the 10 points on the primaries, he's 5 points in the lead. And hit and run being employed on the land speeder Typhoon. You're fallen out of combat.
Yeah.
You can shoot the Cryptek even though you were in combat. The Apothecary has held up the acting first in command. The Chaplain, he may earn himself a name this day. The Assault Marines are coming flying in, and the Terminators cannot move off of that objective for no retreat, no surrender.
No.
Essentially, you've killed the Scorpek Lord, and if you manage to kill the Cryptek as well, you've crippled the command structure of the Necrons, and all that will be left is a big swarm of warriors and a monolith over here that they keep popping out of.
What I need to do is I need to kill the 3 Necron warriors there.
Yeah.
Kill the Cryptek.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about this. I've just got to stand firm.
Are they going to stay in combat?
Well, if I fall back, I'm not going to get the point for no
That's
retreat,
true.
no
You
surrender.
can't fall back. Yeah, you have to stay there.
You have to kill them in your turn and stop me getting no retreat, no surrender. So that'll be interesting. So we'll see how that pans out. And over here, yeah, if I just kill these...
Kill 2 things, and then I'll need to kill 2 things to stop you getting grind them down.
Yeah, and I think they're in combat, so they need to stay here. I need to get lucky with some rolls.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
But let's try and kill these.
So, Landspeeder Typhoon shooting Technomancer in the back.
Yeah.
The missiles hit on 3s. And they both hit. They're wound on 2s. 1 wound. I'm infantry in cover. I get a 4-up save.
I would like to CP that, please.
I should Coco. 2 4-up saves coming up. D6 damage. He's got 4 wounds. For 1 wound. It was a dead round. It was a dud round.
Let's try with the heavy bolter.
Heavy bolters. 1 hit.
Stop laughing now, Winters.
And it wounds. And I fail that save. He's on 1 wound remaining.
2 plasma pistols from the Assault Marines.
You can't. There's 3 troops in front of him.
There is. We'll fire the Terminators into the troops first.
Okay. Fury the First, Terminators, point blank range, 3 Necron warriors. You killed about 7. Right.
Hey, after the way this has gone with them, get back up. I had to really go for it, right?
Plasma pistols. Now the thing is, you don't have to overcook because I'm only on 1 wound.
Yeah.
But if you do, you're winning on 2s instead of 3s.
And where's the fun in not overcooking?
Where's the fun? We found out it's fun this day.
They're on the comms and goes, and how did the captain do with the overcooking? And they go, well, we don't want to talk about it. We'll just overcharge.
The plasma pistols might be faulty, guys. Make sure you...
Just double check the batteries in them.
3s to hit, no CP to reroll, and 1 blows up in the face. This will wound on a 2. It wounds. It's AP -4. I'm in cover. I need a 6.
You got this. Winners, you've got this. If any time you could roll a 6, it's now. Oh my god, yes!
Thanks, Brap.
You're welcome.
I'll roll a 6.
Eckers.
Wait, it's not over. He is in the ruin. You're shooting into the ruin with this tactical squad here.
Yes.
One last throw of the dice. Heavy bolters.
No pressure.
1 hit. 3's to wound. It wounds. 3 up save or death.
You got this, right?
Yeah, I got this. Yeah.
Right, bolt guns then.
Bolt guns.
I need more dice.
This is for assassinate and grind them down and
this.
for all the points.
I know,
You realise.
I know.
You realise how much you need this.
It's for all the marbles.
It's for,
I need this.
Yes. 3's to hit.
It's a good start.
4's to wound.
Come on now. That's all right, isn't it? 3. Statistically
wins.
average a bird.
I've got a 2 up save in cover. I don't
Roll
have.
one.
I don't have a CP.
Come on now.
And a roll of 1.
I'm so happy.
And that's assassinate. And that is 2 units wiped out for grind them down.
Yes.
Only the sergeant in that assault squad remains shaking the plasma gun, blowing on it. This thing's getting really hot. Then we did the fight phase over here. Defenders fought first, and I reanimated.
Yeah.
And you didn't kill any. And then I've done 7 wounds back to you. 7 3-up saves on the guys holding the home objective. 1 was injured.
So 1's dead.
So there is 1.5 Marines left on that objective. Right, and that's the very end of the Minotaur's turn, leaving the Monolith and this unit over here. Now, Brap,
Yes.
40 points on the primary is the final score.
That's all right.
And assassinate 30 points. That's 70 points.
That sounds like a tournament player points. That sounds good. 70 is quite a lot.
With the painting score, that's 80. But
Well, no, I get minus points because of my paint job.
it's a lovely paint job.
Thank you.
So 70 to 60. Now, at the start of the turn, I'm going to get 10 points, making it 70-70. Right?
Right.
If you don't retreat and don't surrender, you'll get an extra 5 points.
Right.
And you kill 2 things. So I need to kill at least 2 things to stop you getting an extra 5 points.
Right.
And I don't think I can kill 2 things. Maybe the Monolith might be able to shoot 1 unit.
You can shoot the assault squad, maybe.
I could shoot him, but see, the Monolith doesn't have the fly keyword. I might be able to move around there.
Yeah.
Shoot that. Kill them in close combat is what I really need to do.
Yeah.
So it's 70 to 70 at the start of my turn 5. You've got the opportunity to score a couple more points.
Sure.
Let's find out what my orders are. And it is no prisoners, which is something I can't do. I can't kill 30 wounds worth of stuff in this. I can't do it. So can I? Because grind them down. Do I spend a CP on that, or do I spend my new CP on Dimensional Corridor? There's one thing in assault.
Right.
Kill chart. I don't know. Right, I'm going to burn that one. I'm going to have to burn it. Get that. Attempting target. When this mission is generated, your opponent identifies a marker in no man's land. Oh no. So here we are at the end of the Necrons movement phase. It's 70 points each because I'm going to get the 10 points on the objectives there. And I think you're going to get no retreat, no surrender for an extra 5 points.
This took a while to do. Winter's only got 2 units on the table,
Yeah.
but it's so close. I think there's a way out for him that he can get some points here, but it's close and a lot needs to happen.
So if I kill them in close combat, that means extra 5 points for
Blood and Guts.
Blood and
right?
Guts. And that's a draw.
You've killed 2 things previously in
Yes.
the game, so yeah, you just kill these.
And then if I kill both of these with guns, that'll be 3 things with overwhelming firepower.
Yeah.
And that'll be a win. But I can kill them and draw and not kill them. And there's many combinations going on here.
It's like a couple of Hail Marys being thrown. It's exciting that it's coming down this close, right? Ooh.
So Death Rays into the ruin, into this land speeder here. Particle Whip at the last sergeant who's shaking out the gun that he's got in his hand. 2 of the Death Rays hit the land speeder. Only 1 of them wounds. 5 up save on the land speeder.
Oh my god.
This is for bring it down for overwhelming firepower. You don't make a save.
I'm going to CP that. Yeah.
5 up. You don't make a save. Now, it's got 6 wounds and this is D3 plus 3.
We need a 5 or a 6.
Ray.
I kind of want this to be a 5 or a 6.
It's on 1 wound left. Then the particle whip pulses out and hits your thing 1 time. And, 1 shot that hits and wounds him. And another 5 up save.
No.
And the assault marine dies. But that doesn't really help me because I haven't killed 3 things with guns.
No.
But I have killed 1 thing.
Yes.
Right? So, this is the thing. It comes down to this. If I manage to kill them in close combat,
Yeah.
I'll get 3 things for blood and guts, and
Yeah.
it'll be 75 points for 75.
Yes.
Because you'll get no retreat and no surrender.
Yes.
But if I don't kill them in close combat, not only will I not get the 5 points for blood and guts, but you'll get an extra 5 points for grind them down.
This is
And it'll be 80 points.
And how many wounds have I got? I've got...
You've got 3 wounds left.
Oh my god.
And defenders fight first. Sergeant wounded twice, and I failed the saves. And then the normal guy on a 3, then a 4. He hits. And he doesn't wound, and then reanimation. And I'm okay. Because that's the
big.
More attacks back. We pile in one more time. I've got 14 attacks to get blood and guts, and then you get no retreat, no surrender, and it is a draw. If I don't kill them, Brap wins. 3s to hit.
It's a good start.
4s to win.
Oh, come on, you got this. That's a pretty good roll.
That's a pretty good roll. He's rolling up. There's 7 there. 7 3-up saves.
Oh no.
You haven't done a command point re-roll in the fight phase yet.
Oh, I've got 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
3 precious wounds.
7 saves
don't
to win
make me roll
the
this.
game. Good luck.
Please. Winters.
Only failed 2.
And I'm going to spend the CP anyway.
You only failed 1.
1, he's dead.
And a brave lone sergeant is stood there. So I don't get any points for my secondaries. You do get no retreat, no surrender. And grind them down, making it 80 points to 70 in favour of the Minotaurs. The Necrons have got some warriors which will disappear back into the Eternity Gate, and the Monolith will disappear through a trans-dimensional breach, leaving the pretty much untouched First Company, a Storm, and the Chaplain with his Apothecaries in the palace in the middle of the battle grid, wondering where all the Xenos have gone. And this is the way the world ends. Your first Tempest of War, how do you like Tempest of War or not?
I like it. I still think I'm an old school Maelstrom fan at heart, but I like that this is a 9th version of Maelstrom.
Yes.
I think it's a bit more swingy than Open War, so I like the simplicity of Open War more than this.
Yeah.
But I see why people like it, because this makes for games that are really unpredictable. Because sometimes with Open War, it just starts and it ends pretty quick.
Sometimes Open War can be too swingy, so someone loses big.
Yeah.
I've had one swingy game of Tempest.
Right.
All the others have been really close, and have come down to the last couple of dice rolls.
I mean, how exciting was that it came down to the last dice roll? Like that's what you want in 40k, so I can't fault for Tempest of War for making those scenarios. What a game.
I was frothing with excitement.
It's cool. I tell you what, right? There's a few things. Let's hear it for the humble infantry, because Necron warriors, not immortals, firstborn tactical marines, not primaris. They did all the work in this game. They did all the shifting. They did all the objectives. They killed the most.
Yeah.
They're great. Necron warriors are so much more resilient than I thought.
Because they keep getting up and keep getting up.
When I first got them, I collected them kind of, and then I saw how many points they were. Well, it's a lot of points.
13 points, yeah.
Which is quite a lot for you see the stat line.
Yeah.
But those reanimations just keep adding up and adding up, and I think they were your MVP. Like the movement of the ones with the Gauss flayers.
Yeah, they started here, jumped to there, jumped over there, and then charged there. They've gone from my corner to your corner in 5 turns.
But also, I mean, they overperformed like crazy, but
the MVP,
what a day for the land speeders.
Land speeder Typhoons for the win. They just look so cool. Old school
wicked.
land speeder. I like the tornadoes as well.
So, yeah, the little missiles on the side really make it for me. It was seeing yours that made me get some.
It just looks mean.
Yeah, it looks badass, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like Apocalypse Now or something. It's
I have to say,
cool.
it looks really good in Minotaur colours as well.
Oh, thank you. I think I liked them. I don't know if they do that well in a lot of games, but they're not that many points, and they're quite a fun model.
Originally, when I saw your list, I thought, oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But it turns out you've got a lot more models left than me.
Firstborns aren't that bad. The trick is with them, they do a lot of damage when they charge. The bolt guns are still good.
Yeah.
They put in a lot of work. They're resilient. The Armour of Contempt, I remember you said at the start of the game, like, that's not going to have... Just wait for this, it's going to have a big effect. And I was like, yeah, whatever. But that's made such a difference in this game.
Yeah.
Such a difference. But, yeah, that was a banger of a game.
It was lovely. It was good. It turned out to be very mobile. There were hero moments here and everywhere. And playing with you, as always, is a pleasure. You were on DZTV Brap on the Instagram.
DZTV_Brapscallion. I'm also in the DZTV Discord. I'm the community manager, so come and join us. It's dead easy when you sign up to DZTV. You get a Patreon, Discord access as well, or if you sign up on the Patreon, you get access. You can join it. There's links and come and chat with us because it's non-stop hobby chat, hobby apocalypse chat, just painting tips. It's amazing. Faction chat, great place to be.
And it's very new player friendly. Be a gateway, not a gatekeeper.
There's special channels for new members to ask questions, for new players to ask questions. We've got channels giving rules advice, painting advice, hobbying advice, scenery, conversions, everything you can think of. It's probably, I'm biased, but I think it's the best hobby resource on the internet.
I'm biased and I'm humble that I've got so many awesome people in there and awesome people looking after it for me. It is a really great place to be. It's also a place where you can catch up with me and send me questions. And because my being able to respond to messages is a mountain in itself.
Yeah.
But I always prioritize Discord.
You're always dead good at getting back to people.
Yeah. Anyone who, and because if I miss a message, then you're like, hit me up on the WhatsApp, like, winners.
Get on to it. Witness said to me with the Discord, he said, you just tell me what to do. So if you ask him a question, he's not answering it, I'll hound him. But to be fair to Witness, he always responds to the questions.
On Discord, definitely.
So you can tag him and he'll give you advice, scenery advice, hobby advice. It's a great resource.
So that's where you can find us. I'll wrap up. Battle map from urbanmats.com. Scenery from urbanmats.com, except for this stuff in the middle from James from marchofwar.co.uk, who also did all of my lovely Necron bases. Thank you very much, James. So for more content, come join us in the deployment zone. To get in the Discord, come join us in the deployment zone. I promise I will do a Necron painting tutorial at some point this century. Any final words, Brapscallion?
Land speeders.
Yes.
Go get some. I want to see them sold out at Gears Workshop. Tomorrow, Land Speeder Tornado is sold out. Thank you for having me.
Happy wargaming.